Good. All right, we'll start off tonight with defender Cori Dyke. Cori, just initial thoughts on tonight's result.
Yeah, I mean, Denver's a great team. You know, it's hard with an expansion team. We do a lot of scout. We prepare for their personnel, but you never really know what you're going to get. So I think there were a lot of challenges that we faced that we needed to adjust to. But I'm really proud of the group, I think, for how we dealt with it. I thought we had a lot of energy tonight, created a lot of chances. Obviously, we really want the 3 points, so that's always disappointing, but I think it's a step in the right direction.
Cool. Turn to questions. Start Austin and Michael.
Cori, just take me back to the first 30 minutes of the game. It seemed like there was just kind of a struggle to kind of find cohesion and consistency within the team. What did you kind of feel on the pitch in the first 30, and then as it kind of turned around?
Yeah, I think it was just a little bit of figuring out, again, like what Denver likes to do, and yeah, feeling them out a bit. And I think we definitely could have come out a little bit stronger. I think it took us a little to find our stride and solve those problems, but I think we stayed in it and we did that. And then I think, the game flipped and we were on them for a good chunk of the game. And so I'm proud of the group for being resilient in that way and, just grinding it out and staying in the game.
Michael.
Cori, you guys have racked up a lot of shots the first couple games, but obviously 0-1-1 is not the way you wanted to have this 2-game homestand to start the season. How do you see the team sort of unlocking the offense in terms of finishing those plays and maybe finding some other solutions to help Barbara, who's just like dominating with the shots?
Totally. I mean, it's awesome having Barbara back. She's been excellent. And I do think, we've talked about as a team sometimes creating chances is one of the hardest things to do, and we're doing that. We're creating all of the chances. So that's step one, and we know we need to finish them, but I think it's just continuing to have that belief in our attackers, belief in every single line. It's a team game. It's not on any one player, and I think just continuing to get those reps in training and encouraging one another and believing that it's going to click in these next few games. You just got to keep that momentum.
Luis.
Hi, Cori. The Pride conceded first, but kept things tight overall, especially in the second half. How would you describe the defensive adjustments made at halftime to limit Denver's threats and push forward?
Mm-hmm. Totally. I mean, we're obviously frustrated to concede first. That's not what we want to do, especially as a back line. As a team, we take a lot of pride in clean sheets, so frustrated by that, but again, proud of the group for bouncing back from that. I think we adjusted by just trying to be more aggressive in our press, and anytime we could bump players where we could, we tried to do that more in the second half, and then coming down just on the individual level, like getting stuck in, keeping them one side. I think we really focused on that going into the second half, and it showed.
Awesome.
Cori, I feel like since your rookie year, there's always been kind of rotation in the back line where always players have had to step up because of injuries or whatnot. First 2 weeks, obviously, Hoffa not playing tonight, Hannah stepping in. Just how tough is that to find that consistency within the back line and just how do you kind of adjust your game playing on as a fullback, working with the different center backs and their different play styles?
Sure. I mean, it's always going to be a little bit tough playing with different players, but I mean, we have such talented defenders, and we know that on any given day, anybody can step up and do their job. That's why we train so hard in practice. That's why we are always encouraging each other, pushing each other, because we know, depending on if anyone's injured, we need someone else to come in, they're ready. And I think we've built those relationships in training. And so, honestly, there's not too much different when we go out there because we know each other, we know we have each other's backs.
Michael.
Cori, it felt like we saw you get forward a lot tonight in the attack. Was it something that you guys had identified ahead of time against Denver, or was it just the way that the game presented itself?
A little bit the way the game presented itself. I think we knew we wanted to go after them also, and I think there was the space to do that, and I think Seb's been very encouraging of us as fullbacks, but everyone to be more fluid and have that freedom in the attack, and I think that's something I wanted to utilize more, and I think the whole team wanted to do that as well. So just taking our opportunities to get forward and cause problems for them.
Brett.
So last week, Seb talked about, every game, you don't lose the season in one game. You're not going to lose the season in 2 games, and you're building every week. So absolutely, week 1, you concede a late goal. Week 2, you guys weather the storm. You create an attack. What's the lesson that you're now talking in the locker room as you look to Game 3 for these younger players who are experiencing, every game is getting just a little bit better, and then the goal is obviously to hit your stride midseason.
Totally. I think from both of these first two games, I think something we can take from it is starting faster, like starting strong. We want to get that first goal. So really focusing on that going into Game 3. I think we did an excellent job creating a lot of chances again, and so I think just doubling down on that and trusting in the quality that we have up top that it's going to turn and we're going to start to put those away.